All right, I think I'm almost there. Let's do one more. And we're live. Almost. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast. Come on in and say hello so that I can say hello right back to you. I am making sure that I am set up on my social media and that my live is actually posting, because sometimes it wants to play a little trick on me. But I think I got it here. Okay, I think I'm on. Yeah. All right. So hello and welcome to today's live. I am coming to you because I'm going to talk to you about your career, as I always do when I come on. And so today is not going to be any different. We're going to talk about stuff that matters to you in your career. In particular, today we're going to be talking about mining. Who's mining your career? Because if you are not, then I can guarantee you that nobody else is either. And so that's what I want to talk to you about. But before I do, know who it Maverick. Ooh, can I read that? Maverick one. So we're not going to do joining lives tonight. If you have a question, please type your question in the comments so that I can answer. I'm going to be very quick tonight, on and off, so that you can get back to the rest of your day. But I do want to share this information with you. If you have a question, please type your question in the comment. I will do my best to answer it either on the air or once I'm off. So what I want to do is let you know who I am, first and foremost. That's the first thing, right? And then we're going to jump right into it. So I am Bashana Weatherspoon, career strategist and excellence accelerator, helping women who feel frustrated in their careers to emerge from stuck and surge to their next level of success. I am also the host of the Know Your Worth Career podcast, which is centered around helping individuals to maneuver some of the situations that we find ourselves in, often in the workplace, specifically us as women in the workplace. And so we bring on special guests to talk about different topics to help ourselves to remember the worth and the value that we bring to our workspace in the beginning, and to figure out how to maneuver some of those sticky situations that we often find ourselves in. Hello, is that Maverick one, or is that R Navery one? I need my glasses. I'm just going to go ahead and confess. Confession. Hello back to you. So, and good evening, Quinetta. Thank you for joining. So, I'm going to jump right into it because if you're like me, I am just getting, oh, why is it doing that? Why is my video ending? Okay, this is the second time this has done this. I don't like it. All right. Pardon me for 1 second. Let me get my Instagram back up. Instagram is acting flaky here lately. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, temporary distraction, temporary interruption. Don't know why that happened. That's the second time it happened. It happened last week and now it's happening again. Maybe it's my quirky internet, not sure. But at any rate, sorry about the interruption. Instagram, as I was saying, we're going to be talking about who's minding your career, because somebody should be, and that somebody should be you. And I'm going to give you some things that you should be doing as you are. Sorry, we got disconnected, Instagram. So I'm going to give you some things you should be doing to make sure that you're managing your career so that you get to where you want to be in it and you get the outcome from it that you desire. So first and foremost, the thing that I want everybody to do is to get clear on your goals. So know what it is that you want in your career. What what's your target? Like, what are you striving for? We often hear, especially if you're in an interview, you often hear individuals talk about your goals, your 1 year goal, your 5 year goals, your 10 year goals for your career. So what are your goals for your career? What is it that you're working toward? This is all part of career management. In order to manage something, you have to know where you have to have a target so that you can know if your management is working and if you're getting to where you want to be. So all of that is important. So first of all, we're going to identify those clear goals about where we're heading so that you have something that you can manage and you know why you're managing it and you know where you're trying to get with it. The next thing that you're going to want to do is to create a plan. Now, most people have heard of a SMART goal, especially if you're in the corporate arena. We talk about SMART goals all the time. But I'm going to put a little bit of a twist on it. And we're going to talk about not only a SMART goal, which is specific, and of course, though, everybody has their own words for their meaning behind this acronym. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's a little bit different depending on who you ask. But the S is just be specific about what it is that you're trying to target, where you're trying to go, what you're trying to reach for. The second one is make it measurable, which means you can come back and see if you're actually making the progress that you hope that you are making, that you would want to be making if you're setting a goal. The A is make it, some people say achievable. So is it something realistic? Can you actually achieve it? Is it realistic in terms of, is it something that's possible? Is it physically possible? Is it is it possible for you? So you have to look at all of those different things. And then your R is the realistic part of it. So you want to make sure that you're setting goals. You don't want to say, unless you are pretty sure that it can happen, you don't want to set a goal where you set yourself up for failure. And that's what this is really all about. So if you have never made $1 in your life, you probably don't want to set a goal to make $1 million by the end of the month if you have no means of actually getting from $1 to $1 million. So it's being realistic when you're setting the goals. The purpose of setting the goals is so that you can actually achieve them and not so that you can fail. And then the T, of course, is make it time-based. So you're going to put a date to all of the things that you set in your plan, because you want to be able to see, are you on track to reaching the goal that you set for yourself? And are you making the right progress or enough progress to get you there within that time frame that you set up for yourself? And it's okay. Sometimes you may miss the mark or you may have to adjust it a little bit. We'll talk about that in a minute. That's fine. That's not what I'm talking about. So, don't get, especially for my type A people who are really just literal, don't get caught up on that. Hello, Kyrie. You tuning in to get some tips on your career. And so, but the aim part might be something that's a little bit different for you. So the aim part is creating that SMART goal that we just talked about, but you're going to put some actual parameters around it. So you want to have, really, it's just like levels of what you are aiming for. So if you knocked it out of the box, what would that level look like? That's your ideal mark. And if you did a minimum amount, if you just barely scraped the surface of reaching that goal, what would that look like? That's what you want to have. And then your other piece is your midpoint. So that's what the aim SMART part is talking about. It is helping you to set levels. So you not only set a goal that you want to achieve XYZ by 12 months from now, whatever today is, what is it? May 28, 2020. But you give yourself some different levels of that particular goal that you're going to reach for, because that gives you some room. It gives you wiggle room so that you can adjust as you need to, as you work and progress toward reaching your goal, so that you're not failing. It's really meant to help to set you up so that you're not failing, so that you are setting yourself up for success. And you think about ahead of time, if I could do this, that would be outstanding. That would be awesome and fabulous. But if, something happens, we all know when we set a goal to achieve something or to work towards something, all kinds of things come into the mix. I hear it and I see it all the time to kind of throw you off track a little bit. So you're setting some goals. So if you get thrown off track just a little bit, what can you still work toward that you can be happy with? And it's not settling or anything. It's still something that you want, but you're just setting levels to the thing that you want. So that's what the Aim Smart part is. The third piece of this is once you know what your plan looks like, you know what you need and how you're going to achieve it and when you're going to achieve it, and then making sure that it makes sense and is realistic, and you have a whole nice little plan that you can work, and at the end of that plan you can get to where you want to be. What you want to do then is go and actually secure those resources. So that might be people that you need to help you to work that plan. You might need to go back and take some trainings. You might need to, your job might have some kind of career development or career progression. They really call them career paths or whatever. Programs in place. They might have some leadership programs if that's a goal that you have. They might have some emerging leader programs. They might have just career development. I'm trying to think of, we have one at my job, and it is for junior level people that are just kind of learning how to get their learning skills so that they can come into a position and work at a fully functioning level or whatever. It's a career, some kind of, I can't think of it. Anyway, like I said, it's for the junior level people. But anyway, check them out. Your job, especially if it's a medium to large company, I can't even talk. More than likely, it has something like that in place that you can utilize to help you to get to where you want to go in your career, and they actually help and support you by providing opportunities for you to do that. Be that with the trainings, as I was alluding to before, or helping you to get opportunities for rotations in different different areas of your company so that you can gain experience with different jobs that you might not otherwise have. Getting you access to a coach and a mentor, all of those things. And if your company does not have a program that's structured in such a way that I just described, then you want to create something like that for yourself that fits into this plan that you just created. If you need a coach to help you to put this plan together and to help you with the career progression and managing of it, then make sure that you find somebody that you feel comfortable with who can help you with that. If you need a mentor who's done what you want to do, who can show you the ropes and give you some advice and some suggestions, get a mentor, find a mentor. If you just need the training or the skills, you can do it at work. If your supervisor is supportive of it, you can find professional organizations that you can join to help you to get the right kinds of experience. You can volunteer. There's all kinds of ways. There's internships, there's externships, you name it. If you are willing to do the work and do what it takes, you can accomplish the goal and put together that team of people and things and places and all of that stuff to help you to get to where you want to be. Hello, Nicole Jackson. Nicole Jackson Dale, more pardon me. How are you today? And so anyway, get what you need. Make sure you get what you need so that you can be successful as you work toward implementing your plan. And I keep talking about implementing the plan because that's the next part. After you get all the resources together, then you want to start working the plan. And you work it. You do the things that you laid out. Give them some time frame, maybe 3 months. It could be a month. You want to follow up and see if it's working. 3 months might be a good time frame. That's a quarter. You can go back and just kind of do a reassessment. But after you start to implement, you want to make sure that you're having some set times where you go back and you monitor and you see if you're hitting your milestones, if the things that you said you were going to do, if you're actually executing them, if you see some progress from the things that you've executed, because that's going to help you to determine if you need to start to revise and to tweak your plan. Because just because we lay out a plan before we start off doing something doesn't mean that that's the way we have to continue along with it. Usually when you're doing something, the more you do it and execute it, then you learn different things. You learn it's just information, whether it comes from people that you're interacting with or something that you've tried, the trial and error process, some training that you took, a conference that you went to, you got some new idea. All of those things help to give you information that you need to figure out if this is the thing you want to stick to, or if there's a little tweak that you need to make, that because that's going to help you to get there. Maybe it's going to help you to get there faster. Maybe it's a better idea than the idea that you had initially. You want to make sure you have those times built in where you can actually go and reassess and see if that's what you need to do to keep moving forward, or if you need to do something different. And you keep working that. You keep doing that same process until you reach the goal that you've set for yourself for your career. And that, my darling, is, how you manage your career and not just let the career just spin all out of control. You put some intentionality to it. I want to talk real fast because I said I was going to be quick and I'm just kind of stumbling all over my words. But at any rate, you have to be intentional about it, and what helps you to be intentional is having that goal set out in front of you. And you thought it through, you planned out how you're going to reach it, and then that helps to increase your chances of actually getting to where you want to be. So those are my quick tips for how you can successfully manage your career and not just let your career mine itself, if you will. So I am going to close, but I want to offer you, if you're someone who's looking for a different career, maybe you're looking for something that's more challenging because you're bored in your current career, you need to make more money, you need just to grow and to expand, to learn some different skill sets, whatever the case might be. Maybe you feel like you're stuck, you're bored, I already said bored, didn't I? But if you're not making progress in your career, and if that is you, then I want to give you the opportunity to get the Everything You Need to Know to Switch Careers video guide that is available to you absolutely free, no cost, and you can get the video, and it goes through the different things that you need to consider. Things you need to do, things you need to address to make sure that you have a successful time in switching your career from wherever you are now to the goal that you identified because you followed these things that I just said in terms of managing your career. So you can get your copy. There's a link below and on the social media post and Instagram. I'm sorry, I put it up and then my video shut down, so it's on the one that was previous. And if I go ahead and end, I'm not going to be able to put it up again. I just know it. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope that you have there it is, I got it. I hope that you have a wonderful evening. I will see you again tomorrow. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.